Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Greetings from here, from Uman. This trip has been incredible. This has been out of this world. I don't have the words. I'm not going to try to find them. I'm sitting here in the area where the Kohanim can sit here in Uman. Maybe I'll try to show you just for a second. There in the corner, where that person is standing, is the Chiona Rib Announcement. And I've been sitting here for a while trying to figure out where my heart is. Also trying to figure out why it is so beyond difficult. Dafka over here. Here it gets more confusing than anywhere else. Here it is most confusing. It's the holiest, and as I'm talking, some holy brothers just clapping, dancing in a circle. Before that, I was asked if I know Spanish. There was some party of some young breast of children here, and many, many other things. I always try to understand why is it here that there's something here that makes it, avoda, makes it a lot more work. We were in Breslov, peace, quiet, sheket. We were in Berdichev, absolute serenity, quiet. Medjugorje, by the Baal Shem Tov, something else. And here it's just so much work. You come here, as you could see, as you could hear, the question is why? Lama ze kacha? Why is it like this? So I opened up a few svarim to try to connect, try to get some quiet and go inside my heart. And I was going from sefer, Torah to Torah, teaching to teaching, attempting to just plug my das, plug my mind into having the words lead me, and having the Rebbe's teaching just guide me. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here for about an half hour, page to page, teaching to teaching, book to book, and the mind is just like, the mind is begging for Yeshuv Das. The mind is begging to settle, to be settled, and to get some quiet. So I remembered there was one teaching about, I learned this about, I don't remember how many years ago, and I thank God found it in the Likutei Moharan, and it saved my life for tonight. I think it's going to save my life forever, and I think it's the go-to Torah for whenever things seem just like, what in the world is going on, and why is it so difficult to get perspective, dafka when I want perspective. Here in Uman, when it's not Rosh Hashanah, so as you could see, there are so many people on Rosh Hashanah. Where I'm sitting right now, this whole area, you can't move. There's nowhere to go to. But here, it's already Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan. It's a month from Rosh Hashanah. I don't know, maybe there's, right here, the area that I'm in, about 4 or 5 people right now. But throughout the day, there's groups coming in and out, in and out, in and out. So dafka now, it's like, well, who's still here, It's the holy brothers. The holy brothers that, they find something here. They find a little bit of a place where they could just be them holy schlepper selves. There's a part of us that always wants that inside, to be our holy schlepper selves. And they're here by the tzion of the tzaddik all the time. But I always feel so lucky that we have the ability today to learn together, wherever we are, all over the world. And I wanted to take a few minutes together to learn this teaching together. Because I believe, but like I said before, this teaching is definitely saving my life for tonight. And every second that I'm here, all I'm thinking about is really, where is Am Yisrael? And where is truth in the world? Where's Am Yisrael and where's truth? So there's a teaching that we learned on Yom Kippur in the name of the Shem Yishmuel, the Sochot Shover Rebbe. And it's like I'm grabbing onto that for dear life right now to figure out. How you doing, bro? Everything okay? You good? No. Sorry. You got it. That's why I feel together with all my chevra very much. And I wish everyone was here with me. Just a plug-in, we're doing another women's trip in November, followed by a men's trip later that week in November. So text me for any messages, for any info that you want. Anyway, to get back to Yom Kippur, we learned a teaching in Shul and Efrat that the Sochot of Rebbe said that the midah of emet, of truth, of simple truth, is what emanates on Yom Kippur. That's what comes out on Yom Kippur, the midah of truth. But we're living in a world where the midah of truth has been so distorted in the name of truths, whatever you want to call it. And somehow Yom Kippur, the cleansing of Yom Kippur, is that attaching our dat to the truth of who we really are, brings down more and more truth into the world. Since Ari Fuld was killed, I've been feeling that not only does the narrative and does the truth, the narrative has to change and the truth has to come much more into the picture, but that regardless of what I think, that is what's happening. That's totally what's happening. So in the name of truth, in the name of trying to be true to myself right now, I'm sitting here in Uman, and it's so difficult to just get some quiet, get some peace of mind. You got this holy brother, I keep on turning my head, you got this holy brother, he's been dancing around in a circle, clapping his hands, he's not even saying anything, but he's running around in a circle for probably the last 45 minutes. It looks like he hasn't eaten since last Shavuos, but this guy is so happy. And I think I know why. And that's what I wanted to learn with everybody. By the way, I also chose to do this broadcast right now in the middle of all these guys looking at me like I'm crazy. Because if this is my truth, then what do I care? I should be the happiest person in the world, as long as I'm not bothering anybody. We'll get to him in a second. Hopefully you could hear me clear enough. And let's just all try to focus, and we'll get there together. There's a small teaching right between the first part of Likutei Moharan and the second part of Likutei Moharan. It's a tiny teaching, it's a hashmata. Rebbe Nachman says like this. This right now should be a big limud zchut. This should give strength to all the weak-hearted, to all of us that need a lot of strengthening in the courageousness of our hearts, to stay close to the emet, to the emes that's inside of us, and to do it b'simcha, even if you think the whole world's meshuga, which is exactly what this teaching is about. Echad haya Avraham. Avraham was one, it says in Yechezkel. Rebbe Nachman, I'm saying Rebbe Nachman's name, looking to the side and seeing his burial spot. It's a very special thing. Apologies if I'm not as clear as I usually attempt to be. It's a very big thing. She'Avraham avad Hashem rak al yedei she'aya echad. Avraham Avinu's service of God was just through the means of him being one. What does it mean that Avraham Avinu was one? She'chashav b'da'ato shu rak yechidi ba'olam. When Avraham Avinu imagined himself, he knew there was a world. He knew there were thousands and millions of people, but when he was serving God, he felt that he thought that he was the only person in the world. And he didn't look to see, what are people thinking about me? That played no role. It played no role in his decision making. It played no role in him getting to know himself, getting to know his Creator. It played no role in anything. He He didn't look at the world at all. He didn't look at the world that was sarim ma'acholei Hashem umon'im oto. He didn't look at all those people who were, so to speak, preventing the light of God from reaching whoever could have been touched. He didn't look at his father, lo al aviv v'shar hamon'im. He didn't look at all the other ones that were preventing God's light from spreading in the world. Rak ki'ilu hu echad ba'olam. Only like he's one in the world. V'zeu echad haya Avraham. I want to attempt, and I hope I'm mechaven to the right kavanah here. It doesn't, God forbid, mean that he didn't care about the world. But like I once heard from Rebbe Shlomo, he loved the world enough to not care what they thought about him. He loved enough to not really care what people think about him. And that to me seems glorious. To me, I don't know if there's anything, any other midah that is more empowering than having this kedusha of Avraham Avinu, who didn't see anybody while he was serving the Ribbon Shleilam and doing his thing. Zeu echad haya Avraham. It's getting a little bit more wild here. Baruch Hashem. Everyone's echad. Everyone's doing their own thing. V'zeu echad haya Avraham. So Rebbe Nachman says like this: Mechen, kol harotze lichnas ba'avodas Hashem. Whoever truly wants to begin. I can't stand that word from, but whoever wants to try to begin to choose to be busy in life with serving God. אי אפשר לו לכנוס כי אם על ידי בחינה זו שיחשוב שאין בעולם כי אם הוא לבדו יחידי בעולם. Rebbe Nachman says to begin the journey and to go through with it, it must start from the same exact place that Avraham Avinu started in. You must feel that there's no one else in the world but you. Now, I think that you and I tap into this every single time we say Shemona Esrei. Hopefully every single time we daven, but definitely when we say Shemona Esrei. Why? I'm standing there talking to Hashem, and at that moment, whether I acknowledge it or not, I believe I'm the only one in the world. I don't believe there's anybody else. I believe it's just me. I don't stop to think for a second that, there's thousands of other people and everyone else is here. I don't even think about that. It's just me. I just think that it's me and Hashem, and even if other people exist, right now no one else exists in the world. But Rebbe Nachman says that in order to really go into that place called Avodat Hashem, that I'm busy serving God and getting to know my Creator, which means to get to know myself, and to start to do that for which I was sent down to this world, I have to become a chassid of Avraham Avinu. Like they say in Hebrew, Ani lo roe av chad mimeter. That's usually in a negative kind of context. Lo roe otcha mimeter means I could care less, I don't think about you at all. It's not what we're talking about over here. It's something much deeper, much different. He says, Lo yistakel al shum adam hamon'o. You don't look at anyone else who prevents you from being who you are. It could even be your father or your mother, like Avraham Avinu. Kegon aviv ve'imo, o chotno, or his father-in-law, ve'ishto vanav, even your own wife or your own children, chas v'shalom, it should happen. But it could be that even your family, your own family, has that on you as well. Or you hear the despicable versions of truth that are coming from the world, and you say to yourself, the world is too strong. The world's too powerful. What I want to do, what I can do to the world, what I can bring to the world, it's not stronger, it's not strong enough. The world is too big. And if I would come with my little truth, I know already they would make fun of what I have to say in the world. They would laugh at me. They would despise me. They'd make fun of me. Rebbe Nachman says, "Tzarich shelo yachush v'yistakel aleim klal." You cannot worry or think or look towards that direction at all. Rak yeh b'vchinat echad haya Avraham. You should only be in the aspect of one was Avraham Avinu. Like he's the only person in the world. Like this brother that's been dancing around here for God knows how long, just clapping. I'm actually going to show you him right now. He's definitely an Avraham Avinu Chassid. Check this brother out. This dude has been dancing here and dancing in a circle, clapping his hands for God knows how long. That's Rebbe Nachman's cabin, right behind him. This is the area of the Kohanim that I'm allowed to be in. They took a few second break. Anyway, so when I come here, let's bring you really close, everybody. As close as I can get. When you come here, it's almost like when you come here, you're forced to live these teachings from Rebbe Nachman. This is where it happens. This is where it's the hardest. What a zchut it is to actually have to put to work all the Torah that you learn. Anyway, we should be privileged to be real Avraham Avinu Chassidim. That when I do what I feel I have to do, I love everyone. But I love them enough to not care what they're going to think about my Avodat Hashem. Shalom. Shalom Bracha.